Yo, how we doing today, YouTube? What's going on? So today, EA dropped a tribute card to Julio Jones, who just recently retired, and let me tell you that this free version of this card is insane. 99 speed for me, 6'3", you know, it's Julio Jones, hits 90 on every route running. I mean, he's a 97 overall card, but the route running is there. Great juke, great spin. I don't know if he gets a good spin or not. He might not, I don't know. But he gets tank and red zone threat already built in, so that's 0 AP right there. And tank on receivers is great. Double me because I'm going to be throwing to him a lot. And then he gets ×2 of any team chem. Any. So I gave him Dolphins and Titans because I'm working on a Titans team. He gets route tech for 1 AP, angry runs for 4. I'm not spending 4 AP on angry runs, I'm sorry. He has 2 or 3, I think it's 2 0 AP slots. So I gave him deep in elite, and I gave him a spin cycle in case he does get that good spin. I don't know if I'll use it or not, but we'll see. And then I also gave him acrobat, you know, just to mess with. I've heard that acrobat is good, especially on overthrows. They'll dive and catch the ball. And then I threw on steamroller. Again, it's something I'm messing with. I think it might be better on Julio because he gets tank. But everyone has secure tackler and enforcer, so I don't know. But yeah, let's go try him out. Of course, there's my sexy ass top 3: Tua, Calvin, Anthony Edwards, Dolphins legends, as we know. And oh, it looks like he might be running an Eagles team. And of course, you know, I go to try to use one of my favorite receivers of all time, and I start on defense. But anyways, he's gonna run up the gut and get about 10 yards. Okay, now we have to worry about stopping Saquon. Can't wait. Honestly, I'm glad that Saquon doesn't have any crazy ass cards like Derrick Henry and shit like that. But I guess we'll see. Motions him out, and he throws right to the flat as I pull off of him. Spins me out, awesome. So he's gonna get the first down. Nice. Bad tackling by me. To the surprise of absolutely no one, and honestly, as he should, he has tank on Saquon, so I gotta be careful with that. But good tackle there by Larry Allen. Way to stop him. Larry Allen has been so good for me, even with Colossus, especially with Colossus, actually. Makes so many plays. And then he motions over Julio Jones, who I forgot actually played for the Eagles at one point. And thank God for Julius Peppers sacking him before he takes off and just terrorizes me downfield. Alright, I'm gonna run a little bit of mid blitz here, see if we can get some pressure on him. It's 3rd and 11, so we gotta make a play. I'm gonna use the running back, and then there goes Juwan Johnson, and just barely gets enough for a first. I'm gonna run mid blitz again. It's 1st down. I want to see if he can, you know, beat the pressure. I'm gonna use Calvin Johnson. Literally use or nothing. Thank God for the instant pressure. Probably gonna be calling a lot of mid blitz this game, but I'm gonna throw my 2 safeties in deep zones as I usually do. Man up the running back, put Dodson in the zone, and just worry about the middle of the field. And instead of worrying about the middle of the field, I leave a wide open post. Nice. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of dotting me, but I feel like most of the mistakes I'm making are my fault, so I'm not worried yet. I'm gonna worry about Saquon, and instead Julio Jones is gonna fry Anthony Edwards. And I tried to hit stick, and Julio has tank. Nice. My defense is kind of nice, so you know it's kind of shocking to see that I'm getting driven on like this. But I think it's kind of just, you know, I don't know. I think I'm just making too many mistakes. Damn, Bruno got to hurt so fast. Holy shit. Honestly, we could hold him out here. Hopefully we do. I don't know if we will or not. But it looks like he's gonna run the ball here, and he does. And we just absolutely blow that shit up. Hell no. Oh, he's coming out of Wildcat. Okay, well, I'm already gonna take my L. He's gonna score here. Yeah, there's no way he doesn't. Oh shit. Yep, I got blocked. Yeah, he's just gonna walk in untouched. I hope he doesn't start spamming Wildcat, because that might give me problems. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, he just took up an entire quarter in one drive. Nice. Anyways, I'm gonna flip my formation, put John Ross on the streak as I usually do, and I'm just looking for that corner route, or maybe John Ross, see what happens. And instead, I get insta-shedded. Nice. Awesome. Okay, well, he blew that shit up. But I'm gonna no huddle. I want to see what we can get. I'm gonna try a different formation. I'm gonna run some bench pivot, throw Vernon Davis on a drag, and let's see what happens. He gets open, thank God. So I'll take my 5 yards. Fine. I pray I'm not boxed. I should not be settling for 5 yards on 2nd and long. But we're gonna run verts, and Julio is gonna get wide open, and he's gonna get some extra yards too. Yep, that's my goat right there. Best receiver of all time. And yes, I'm glazing. I don't care. It's Julio Jones, so I get a pass. Anyways, I'm gonna put Calvin Johnson on a post, John Ross on a drag, and Vernon Davis on a streak, and just stare at the post because it usually gets open just like this. And then I just use him, bring him down slightly so to keep him away from the KO, and boom. All right, we're basically in the red zone now, and you know this is Julio's time to shine. He got red zone threat. I mean, it's not gonna do much, but we'll see. And he gets wide open on that streak and brings us right to the 2-yard line. Thank you, GOAT. Thank you. Honestly, I'm gonna no huddle, and I'm gonna try to run an inside zone and try to dive over the old line. Okay, so I dove early. Look, I'm not worried. We're at the 2-yard line. I mean, the 1-yard line. My bad. We have 3 timeouts, 49 seconds. We'll be fine. Okay, we'll make something happen. We're gonna score here. Probably this play. Never mind. Okay, not this play. I took a long ass sack. Okay, pause on that. I did not take a sack. Okay, you know what I mean. All right, I got sacked. Whatever. Yep, just gonna stare at Julio this play, throw that corner route, don't care, and force it. Yep, and of course my GOAT comes down with it. Back on defense, and hopefully as long as this guy doesn't run Wildcat, we'll be fine. We'll probably force him to make a mistake, hopefully, and get the ball back with time to score before half. But if we're giving up passes like that, I don't think it'll happen anytime soon. We better lock in. Alright, so it looks like he's in like an empty type of formation, like empty bunch. So I can't call mid blitz here. It'll just get fried. So I'm gonna call cover 3, and hopefully we're able to bag some shit or maybe get some instant pressure off the edge. Hopefully. I'm not gonna lie, he's taking his sweet ass time to hike this, let me tell you. But I'm gonna use over the middle, use absolutely nothing, and thank God for the CPU playing something because I played absolutely nothing. Yeah, I think that's the worst read I've ever seen. Where the hell is he throwing? That cam card makes so many plays for me. But thank God we're back on offense and we gotta stop like I said we would. Out, and there we go. He leaves the streak wide open. Patrick Peterson's not getting there, and he's not knocking that out either. If EA didn't juice these new Julio cards, I'd say Calvin Johnson's probably the best receiver in the game. He's fucking incredible. He makes so many plays. But I'm gonna look over the middle, and John Ross is gonna get open. Thank God. And I'll just take my check down. And you know what? I think I'm gonna audible to one of my favorite plays to run within the 5-yard line. RPO read Y flat. And I'm just gonna stare at Vernon Davis. It looks like, yeah, it's gonna get wide open, and the blocks are gonna be there, and I can just literally walk in there. This is so free. All right, back on defense, and guess what time it is? Mid blitz time. Okay, he can't move the ball on me. He really can't. This is giving him issues. So I'm just gonna keep running this shit. And guess what? We scream at him again. Another sack. Like, bro, why would I do anything else? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That was halftime. So we're back out. We got ball at half. Thank God. And I already killed Calvin Johnson. Ricky Pearsall's out there instead. And stay at the corner route. And ooh, thank God for acrobat. Holy shit, that was overthrown. Or maybe it wasn't. And that was just a regular ass catch. Just a diving catch. I don't know. I'm gonna blame acrobat for that. It looked full. So we take those. Oh, Julio looks open, but I do it wrong. I threw it early or late. I don't know. But that was a shitty read. I deserve to get picked off there. I'm not gonna lie. More defense, I guess. And guess what? More mid blitz. I mean, if we keep screaming at him, I'm not going to change anything. It looks like he might be running here too. This looks like a running formation. Oh, okay, I lied. But, you know, insta-shedded. He got gapped. Being under center against mid blitz is like a death sentence. Oh, God. He's... Oh, more Wildcat. Yeah, this is going to go for... This to the crib. Yep. Oh, fuck. We're barely gonna catch him. Oh, God. Please stop spamming this shit. Thank God he's not in Wildcat again. Every time I see Saquon at QB, my heart drops a little. I leave the middle of the field wide open for some reason. I'm kind of retarded. And there you go. Yep, that's what happens. The post is gonna get wide open, and he's gonna waltz in. It's a game again. Awesome. I'm really, really bad. Okay, I haven't run the ball at all. And I have Anthony Edwards at running back. He's pretty good. So, you know, let's see what we can do. Motion out my tight end, and that's... Okay, never mind. He blew it up. I can't get out of that. Yep. Okay. This is why I don't run the ball. As you can see, I'm not very good at it. Now I gotta make up for 6 yards that I lost. Nice. Oh, wait. Is that Zach Bond over Calvin? Yeah, I'm gonna throw this over him. Yeah, he's in zone coverage. He's not gonna get there. I can just fit it right in there. Boom, first down, like nothing happened. It looks like he might be in some cover 3, so I might try to bomb him here. If not, I'm gonna stare at the corner route. And the corner route does actually get open. And I throw it too far. Nice. I pass let it too far outside. Alright, I was asking for a lot out of Calvin there, to be fair. But I don't care. It's Calvin Johnson. You're big as hell. Go up and get it, bro. You're literally Calvin Johnson. I think I might try to go for that bomb again, see what happens. Except instead of bombing it, I think I'm just gonna keep the whip route. And I'm gonna throw that corner out again, and Calvin is going to get knocked out. Why? What is wrong with me? And then I wonder why Ricky Pearsall's in the game. Like, I don't keep throwing into triple coverage to Calvin and expecting him to catch it. Thank God for Anthony Edwards, though. That wheel route is going to get wide open. It's crazy what happens when I'm not throwing into quadruple coverage and I'm making actual reads. You know, we're moving the ball. Shocker. And that corner route to Julio is going to get open again. First down. Bro, I fucking love this card. I really do. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter now. Now here's where we make all our money. We got to win this game. Audible down into some bunch. And I'm going to run some verticals. And maybe Julio's going to get open again. I love that crossing route. It fries everything, it feels like. Calvin is open, but I'm just going to throw it to Julio. And boom, there you go. He caught it. Touchdown. You see what I mean? This card might be lore accurate, Julio Jones. That's what it feels like. I'm going to call more mid blitz as usual. Oh, crap. Wait, I don't think I finished. Oh, where's my... why did he not follow? Why did Anthony Edwards not follow him? Yep. Oh, he's just... He could walk from here. He doesn't even need to sprint. He was that wide open. Messed up my adjustments. You know what? I'm thinking what I'm gonna do here. It's kind of pussy, but I think I'm gonna milk. 3:46 left, and I really don't want to lose to this guy. Thank God for Vernon Davis, though. Wide open on that corner route. First down. Yeah, this Vernon card is insane. I don't know why I haven't been using him sooner. Mike Gesicki's been great, but this Vernon card is still one of the best tight ends in the game. That corner out to John Ross. Wide open again, and he gets in bounds. Thank God he stays in bounds. But yeah, I think from here, we're just going to milk. If he doesn't use his timeouts, that's on him. But I'm just going to run 2 clock, run the ball a little bit with Anthony Edwards. Not going to get a lot of yards, but that's fine. There we go. Yeah, we're going to take this to a 2-minute warning after this play. But I'm going to run bench pivot and just take my check down. Probably either the drag or maybe hopefully the out route. And yeah, he doesn't guard the out route. Calvin Johnson's wide open. We'll just take the first down and boom. Take this to 2. If I play this right, I could get all 3 timeouts and then hopefully score with like 15 seconds left. And I would win the game. But yeah, you know what? He's gonna leave that in route open. I'm just gonna keep throwing it. We'll take 9 yards at this point. You can see that I'm chewing clock, right? I mean, I'm kind of surprised he hasn't used the timeout yet. I feel like you probably should give yourself as much time as possible. But okay, I'll keep chewing. I'll run the ball here with Anthony Edwards, and it'll get blown up. Nice. He still refuses to use his timeouts, but you know what? I can convert a 3rd and 3. I'm okay with losing yards there if it means, you know, I get to chew more clock. It's fine. I'm just going to throw this to Calvin Johnson. Possession catch it. And we just barely get the first. Thank God. Still no timeout usage in sight. I think actually I used the timeout because I was kind of scared I was going to chew myself out of the game. And it was going to go to OT. So I'm going to throw this corner out to Vernon Davis. And yeah, he played that. That was a bad throw. Oh well. Kind of dumb of me to throw that. I mean, if we score, we score. But if we don't, now I have to run another play and chew more clock. And I just gave him a free timeout, basically. But, you know, we'll see what happens. I'm going to take off here with Tua and get stuck on the O-line. Nice. I'm really, really bad, but that's fine. Keep chewing. Notice how he has yet to use a timeout. So if he's not going to use a timeout here, I'm literally going to take it to, like, the 2-3 second mark. We can stare at this at each other. That's fine. But I'm just going to keep chewing. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take 3. I really don't like playing like this. I really don't. But... I'd rather win than lose to this guy. I don't know. Maybe I just don't respect him or something. But yeah, I'll take my 3. Damn, I kind of went out kind of pussy. I feel like it would have been better if I had like won the game off of like a Julio touchdown, you know, at the last second. Damn. Oh well. Hey, a win is a win, I guess. At the end of the day, that was a good ass game. GG's to that guy. He played well. But I just played better, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, Tua had a good game, but Julio was really the star of today. 6 catches, 127, and 2 touchdowns. He made a lot of clutch plays, a lot of big catches, big plays. I'm really, really, really happy with this card. I think he's going to be on the team for a long, long time. And that card I just used wasn't even the best version of this card. They dropped an LTD version that they have in a bundle where you spend $100, but you're guaranteed to get him. So his prices are going to keep dropping. But yeah, he's 2 million coins right now, which honestly, I'm kind of tempted to buy him later on. He gets double me for 0 AP and tank for 0 AP. 99 pretty much every stat that matters. he gets Route Tech for 0, or you can go Angry Runs for 2 if you like that play style. He gets 3 times of any team can, and he gets a bunch of the Zero Chill Motivator boosts as well. So if you have some of your stocking stuffers still in the lineup for a theme team, you can stack it with his. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love every single one of you guys, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.